Hello everybody, my name is Sonia Elizabeth Martinez Perez. I am a bilingual teacher from Jordán de Sajonia. Why do I want to go to Canada? Well, I have been for doing 7 years first grade and preschool English teacher, and in my classes I try to make the difference every single class with my students. In my first grade classes, I make sure that my students really like the education and the school, and they cannot see the education as a straitjacket. My way to make the difference with my students is planting in them the love for learning through enjoyable classes. The purpose to make my students love education have a lot of elements to ensure that they really learn and have an effect in their lives. The main goal of education is learning. In this sense, we have a lot of strategies and a lot of techniques in order to the student effective learn. In this sense, the way that my students have an effective learning is to be an effective teacher. The strategies that I use, I prepare my classes every day in order to don't invent something during the path, and using an examples and analogies with the real life. That is the best way that they really understand. As every teacher, I use a lot of methods here in my classes and a lot of dynamics that in order to make sure that my students really learn. In my school, the participation in the cooperative learning of building is execute my classes, encouraging the children to active learning. Also, I believe in the differences between the students and the different kinds of learning that they have. I respect the individualities, and I try to make sure that a student really learn through different approaches to a topic. All the teachers have the responsibility to create a supportive learning environment for their children. In my classes, students and supports are important. As a strategy, I use a workbook as an important part of the classroom. Also, I use songs for the age of my children. I use an appropriate feedback and appropriate wrap-up of the topics. I think that they can use the helpers when they need it. It's not an obligation for them not use it or make the memory a big part of the learning. No, I think that the helpers will support their learning. I want to go to Canada because I want to be a better teacher. The relationships nowadays are very difficult between the students because they have different likes, they have different kind of families, they have different parenting styles. Also, they don't know how to control their emotions. For this reason, I think that go to Canada will be a very good experience in order to know how to help my students' needs. Obviously, I am implementing a lot of strategies to control the quick system, the bad behavior, and the discipline in my classroom, because I know that this is a very important element of learning in the classroom. The strategies that I implemented is from the first part of the year. I communicate my students the real and the untouchable rules that we have to apply in our daily life. Also, I communicate these rules and the consequences to the parents because they are a very important part for learning and the school dynamics. As a conclusion, Go to Canada will add to my teaching practice tools to make the classes enjoyable, effective, and with better language level to transmit to my students the passion for learning, for create, and for investigate. I want to go to Canada because I want to be a better mom, and the expectation for my baby boy will be bigger, and the vision of the world for us will be huge.